Hello everyone, I'm Scruffy at Scruffy Tales, and welcome back to the War Zone. And yes, it appears as if the Valkyries will ride again, because Hungary appears to be letting Sweden into NATO, and if that happens, there's a good chance that Sweden will send Gripen fighter jets to Ukraine. And we've learned that Hungary has announced it will indeed allow Sweden into NATO, and they will do so on the 26th of February. That's 6 days from now, a week from now, from me making this video. Very exciting, and well, it's long overdue to say the least. But it does appear as if it's finally happening. It would make the Baltic Sea truly a NATO lake, and it would make Sweden a whole lot safer because then, of course, we don't have to worry all that much about a Russian attempt to occupy the island of Gotland. So, yes, this is something we have waited for a very long time, and it's finally happening. And what are the implications geopolitically besides Sweden just helping out NATO? Well, it does mean that Sweden can help Ukraine even further. Sweden has announced that it will provide Ukraine with Gripen, the Charlie version, if and when Sweden becomes a NATO member and is protected by NATO's Article 5. That nifty little paragraph that says that an attack against one NATO member is an attack against all members. Gripen is a fighter specifically designed to fight the exact sort of war we currently see in Ukraine. The Swedish Air Force has, since the 50s, had a prepared strategy to fight a numerically superior force that would bomb all Air Force bases and that would outnumber Swedish pilots in the air. I believe the estimate was that each Swedish fighter would be outnumbered 3-1. Every fighter Sweden has designed, from the Tunnan to Lansen to Draken to Viggen and eventually Gripen, have been designed for this type of warfare, basically guerrilla warfare in disguise. Outnumbered and outgunned, having to rely on makeshift airfields on highways in the woods, relying on a crew of 6 to service the aircraft, compared to 20 or 30 ground crew for an F-16. And able to swap out the engine in less than an hour in the forest, rearm and refuel in less than 10 minutes on a highway, capable of attacking targets in the air and on the ground, completely depending on what is needed of the aircraft in that exact moment in time. And with its advanced electronic warfare systems, Russia will struggle to lock on with radar-guided weaponry. With its small airframe, it can twist and turn quickly in the air to acquire a lock on a target, or to as fast as possible leave an engagement it cannot win. Equipped with Meteor missiles, it will win 9 out of 10 missile engagements in the air. With RBS-15 ship-to-ship missiles, it can sink any Russian surface vessel at sea, and with small diameter bombs, it can saturate an area to support ground forces. And remember, if all it has to do is land on a highway, meet up with 6 guys, and in 10-20 minutes it can switch from missiles to ship-to-ship missiles or bombs. So you can fight enemy aircraft, land, then just depending on what munitions you put on the wings, it can then start in 15-30 minutes and fly off and do a completely different mission than what it just had done. So how many will Ukraine receive? We don't really know. That's a big question mark. But Sweden had some 550 CV-90s, and Ukraine received 51 from the beginning, and they may now receive an additional 25. Sweden has 165 combat boat 90, and it looks like Ukraine will get provided with 10 of them. So maybe that could give us a hint. Sweden has roughly, I think it is 90 Gripen in total. So around 9 seems plausible. But we should also consider that the Czechs and the Hungarians fly 14 Gripen each. So maybe that could be an indicator that Ukraine will receive 14 to defend its airspace, because then we have 12 Charlie version, that's the one-seater fighter jet, and then you have the double-seater, that is the Delta version, used for training and what have you, but it can also be used for combat missions. So 9 to 14 is my guess that we will see when Sweden provides Ukraine with Gripen fighter jets. Very exciting indeed. This is very exciting news. Hopefully Hungary will not mess around and just sign that piece of paper, and then maybe a month from now Sweden will be delivering Gripen to Ukraine, and Ukrainians come to Sweden and actually begin learning the aircraft for real. They've already been here testing it and what have you. Then the question is, what kind of weapons will Sweden provide them with? Meteors? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they will get meteors, but the Gripen is fully capable of using all manner of Western NATO missiles, and Sweden relies on a lot of American stuff when it comes to missiles. So probably some older US missiles, air-to-air missiles and stuff like that. RBS-15 to strike at sea targets, maybe. That, maybe not, I don't know. But small diameter bombs, definitely. And some older, still very capable American air-to-air missiles is what I believe the Gripen will be equipped with if they will fly for Ukraine, or when they will fly for Ukraine. But who knows? Maybe they will be having meteors. That would be a real shock for Russian pilots, let me tell you. Anyway, that's it. Hope you found it interesting, and I will see you in the next one.